In this video, we shall be looking at ratios. At the end of this class, we'll be able to express one quantity as a ratio or fraction of another. 2. Sharing quantity in given ratio. So, in our first video on ratio and fraction, we defined what a ratio is. The ratio is a form of comparison in which we use in dividing. So, let's look at this example. Express the following as a ratio. Mohammed spent 2 hours playing football and Kate spent 4 hours skipping rope. Express this information as 1. Ratio and 2. Fractions. Solution. So, the ratio of hours spent by Mohammed and Kate is 2 hours ratio 4 hours. So, to write this in ratio is 2 ratio 4. So, how do we reduce this to lowest term? So, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So, I have our answer to be 1 ratio 2. So, also let's express as a fraction. So, Mohammed's ratio playing hours is 4. So, we are going to say Mohammed's playing hours over Kate's playing hours, which is 2 over 4. That is, Mohammed's playing hours is 2 and Kate's playing hour is 4. So, reducing this also to its lowest term will give us 1 over 2. Example 2. The age of Nanas is 5 years, while that of her father is 35 years. Express Nana's age as a ratio of her father's age and also as a fraction. Solution. To express the age of Nana and his father in ratio, Nana's age is 5 and that of her father is 35 years. So, how do you express this? This will be expressed as 5 ratio 7. You can reduce this to its lowest term. So, I have 5 here 1. 5 in 35 will give me 7. So, I have the answer to be 1 ratio 7. 2. We are to express it as a fraction also. So, I have Nana's age all over father's age, which will give me 5. That is Nana's age over 35, the father's age. Also, to reduce this to its lowest term, I have 5 here 1, 5 here 7, which is equal to 1 over 7. I hope you got that. Now, let's look at sharing quantities in a given ratio. Sharing of quantities, e.g. money, food, etc. is done almost in our everyday activities. Example, if I say share 20 naira according to your ages. Generally, quantities are shared in a given ratio, say x ratio y, by doing the sum of numbers in ratios x plus y to get what is called a share. The share of each person is obtained by multiplying the corresponding ratio number by the share. So how do we do this? Let's look at an example so that you can understand all I've defined above. Example 1 says share 20 wraps of sweets between Ade and Adamu in the ratio 2 to 3 respectively. What I mean here is Ade's ratio is 2 and Adamu's ratio is 3. That's what we mean by that. So solution. To get the share, we add the ratio together. That is, ratio 2 to 3 will become 2 plus 3, which will give us 5. So that's the addition of the ratio given. So to now get Ade's share, for Ade's share, Ade is carrying a ratio of 2, remember, in our question. So what do? We divide the ratio of Ade by the total ratio by the addition of the ratio multiplied by the number of wraps of sweet we are given. So let's see this. So I have the ratio of Ade 2 all over the total ratio, which is 5, multiplied by the wraps of sweets we are to share. So I have 2 over 5 multiplied by 20. So how do we solve this? So 5 can go here 1, 5 can go in 24. So I'm left with 2 multiplied by 4. So 2 times 4 will give me what? 8 wraps of sweet. So for Adamu's share, Adamu is carrying what? 3. So as we did for Ade, we are going to do for Adamu too. So Adamu is carrying a ratio of 3. So we have 3 all over the total ratio 5 times 20. So 5 can go here 1, 5 can go here 4. So I have 3 multiplied by 4. So 3 times 4 will give me 12 wraps of sweet. So here, Ade gets 8 wraps of sweet and Adamu gets 12 wraps of sweet. So here you can see that it has been shared according to the ratio we are given. So because Ade's ratio is 2 and Adamu's ratio is 3, you can see that the ratio of Adamu is greater than the ratio of Ade. Also, you can see that the number of wraps of sweet Adamu is getting is more than that of Ade. Can you see that? So if you add the total number of sweets together, it will also result to 20. So can you say that? Let's look at another example for you to be able to grab it. Example 2 says, a mother shared a sum of 200 naira among her 3 children in the ratio 2 to 3 to 5 respectively. Calculate the share of each child. So how do we do this? We have to get the number of share, the amount of share of each child in 200 naira. So what do we do first? We are going to add up the total, all the ratios to get the total. So I have 2 plus 3 plus 5, which will give me what? 10. So let's now get the amount, the amount the first child is getting with the ratio of 2. So for the first child with ratio 2, we are going to say 2 all over the total ratio, which is 10, multiplied by the amount they are sharing, which is 200. So I have 2 over 10 multiplied by 200, which is equal to, so I cancel out zeros. So if I say 10 here 1, 10 here, will give me 20. So I'm left with 2 multiplied by 20. So 2 times 20 will give me what? 40. So the first child is getting 40 naira. Do you get that? So for the second child also, the ratio for the second child is what? 3. So I have 3, which is the ratio of the second child, all over 10, which is the total of the ratios, multiplied by 200. So 10 here will give me 1, 10 here will give me 20 also. So I'm left with 3 times 20. So 3 times 20 will give me what? 60. So the second child has 60 naira. Also for the third child with ratio 5. So I have 5 divided by 10, which is the total ratio, times 20, which is the amount they are sharing. So 10 here will give me 1, 10 here will give me 20. So I'm left with 5 times 20. So 5 times 20 will give me what? 100. So the third child is getting 100 naira. So can you see this? Now that we know that the first child is having 40 naira, the second child is having 60 naira, and the third child is having 100 naira, according to the ratio they are given. So if you add the sum together of the amounts, I have 40 plus 60 plus 100 will give me 200. Can you see? It's exactly the amount the mother has shared among them. So you can see they get their share according to their ratio. So that is what we mean by sharing in ratio. I hope you got that.